Hello, my name is Billy Hutchinson. I'm 17 years old and I'm a member of the Youth Assembly from Ballymmoney. Billy Hutchinson, of no relation to myself, was part of the Progressive Unionist Party negotiating team in 1998 and following the agreement went on to become an elected MLA for North Belfast. Please welcome Billy Hutchinson to the stage.
Thank you, Adam, for that introduction, and you did the right thing by denying me. I suppose I'm first up, and I've been told to stick to 5 minutes. To guarantee you by the time we get through this, I'll have done 5 minutes, and everybody else have done 25. But anyway, I'll try to stick to this. Look, the first thing I want to say is that, I don't want to be here today. I would rather my late colleague David Irvine had been standing here. We miss him every day. He's missed in politics in this country, but unfortunately, unfortunately, I'm here. I'm not a very good substitute for David, but I'm here, and I will say what I have to say, and I'll say it with pride. I mean, I suppose today's about reflection, and I think that lots of things have been said about this building and the people in it, and lots of things were said about the Good Friday Agreement. One of the things that I do want to recognise is that there was lots of people who spent hours and weeks, days and years trying to get this agreement. And it came about because all of those people had to build relationships with each other and had to agree how to move forward. So I picked out just one thing. It was near the very end, just before we went out the door, whenever the Good Friday Agreement had been announced. And it's a story about David. So David came to me very late on and he said to me, "Billy, you need to go out there and find out what's going on." And I said, "Why, David?" And he said to me, "I have a feeling there's something wrong." So I went out, came back about 20 minutes later, and I said to him, "Yes, David, we've found out that the Prime Minister has done a side deal. And there's a letter on his way to David Trimble." Now, this isn't any comment about the Ulster or David. It's just a story that I'm telling. So when I told him this, he said to me, "How do you know?" So I said to him, "David, I just spoke to about 3 people and they've confirmed this." And I said to him, "So I'm assuming when we go out the door, they're going to tell us this. And it's going to be about decommissioning." And David turned and said to me, "Well, you deal with that because that's your job." And it was the nature of the man. He knew he had this feeling that something was going to come from the side. But at the end of the day, there was lots of things happened in here, and particularly in Castle Buildings, and we got there at the end. And I have to say that, I have a great respect for all those people who took part. Didn't necessarily agree with everybody's politics, but what I did agree with, that we were all moving in the same direction, and we got there in the end. The Ulster Unionists and the SDLP were the largest parties at that particular time, and as we've seen in the film, they became First and Deputy First Minister. So plenty of memories, plenty of good stories, but the story was on the last day that we had to hold our nerve in terms of when we were going out and being hit with a question that was going to talk about, rather than talk about the agreement and the length of time it took and how we got there. They were just going to talk about a letter that came from the Prime Minister. So we batted it aside and got on with it, and the rest is history. So from that point of view, I have plenty more stories I can tell, but I'm very aware that the Speaker has said to me, "Stick to your 5 minutes." And so, what I want to do is to try to stick to that. I'll just finish with this. No matter what we all say, and I'm one of these people who are probably sceptical that it doesn't work now, and we need to fix it. We do need to fix it. But at the end of the day, the world has changed. Northern Ireland has changed because of the agreement. And we can pick holes in it all we like. But the thing is, to see these young people singing today and the song that they sang, it rings true. Really rings true. Nobody should be living in fear. And I accept, though, that the peace process isn't probably perfect, but neither is a political process. But the two things we have is two processes, and when they converge, then this society will be far better. So my view is that that's where we need to get to, and converge the political and the peace process and make this place even better for the generations to come and for those of us who are still here. So thank you very much.